Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I ask you to please like and subscribe to the videos. Back on board now and doing some main engine overhauls or maintenance periods, cylinder head, piston rod, big end bearing and the main bearing on the crankshaft. Turbocharger overhaul, that's been done by another third-party company. But what I'm going to be showing you today is overhaul of a Woodward-L'Orange fuel pump. And on ships for auxiliary engines or diesel electric engines, these are typical fuel pumps. They may vary slightly from brand to brand, but yeah, this is a 15,000 hour overhaul. So I'm going to show you the strip down part 1, and then part 2 we'll put it all back together. Okay, so I'm going to have 16 of these to strip down all in all, so I'm going to be well practiced by the end. But I'm just going to start off with this. This is the little drain. 13mm, and then we have one O-ring stuck on there. I just pulled off with my hands, it's pretty easy. Cut the lock wire off. So that's in the scrap pile. Turn it back on its side, secure it a bit better, and you can see there's still a bit of fuel inside where I've got the rack down beneath it. Put some of them there, and I'll make a start on the bottom. Big mistake a lot of people make is they try and wedge screwdrivers in the back of here. What it says, if you've got some plastic, like trim tools, use them. If not, rubber mallet. What I'll do is I'll just start tapping to the side. And you can see that catch starts to open up. I'll leave it on there. And by doing that, I'm not scratching this surface here. I'm not going to have any problems. The O-ring, the sealing surface is inside here, but even so, best practice, you don't want to be putting any damage into this pump body. I guess now I'll take a small screwdriver like this. I'll just make sure we're in focus. Yep. Now we've got one O-ring sat around here. That's to good waste. Got one round here, not massively concerned about at the moment. I'll slip that down to the bottom, take it off later. Now in here I've got one hard O-ring or seal, and then there is another O-ring behind that. So this one can be a little bit tricky to get out. You need to essentially destroy the seal. I've pierced it there. That's come out, small hole in the seal, but we're going to be putting a new one in anyway. Second O-ring out, that part to the side, that's also ready to be cleaned. So next up now I've got a circlip inside here, but to get that off I'm going to have to put the compressor on it, so we'll do that next. I'll just show you inside here. Let's see if I can do this. So I'll just put this down, get them squeezed together, and so you see there the circlips come out. Probably the worst bit of videoing you've seen, but at least you've got to see well on the pump. I'll bring the camera in again. On this taper slide, there's a groove just at the top here. There should be a retaining ring in there. It's like a circular spring. I'll be honest, this is the 8th pump I've stripped down, and 3 of them that's been missing, and that's been missing since new build. But yeah, when we reassemble, we'll fit a new retaining spring in here. Should have one. If not, what can happen is your plunger can be pushed up and it's going to crack this spring plate at the bottom here. It's just luck, I guess, that these have been okay up till now. But we'll carry on with the strip down. So I'll get that tool out of the way. That's the bolts as well. And I can essentially pull out the plunger. This, that's in the part to be clean. Plunger's going to be changed out. And let's see if we can zoom, get focus on this now. That's cavitation at the top of the plunger. That's not great. Not the worst I've ever seen, but it's a fairly big hole. It's quite difficult to pick up on the camera. Try and focus in a bit more. There we have it. And we've got the same over on this side. So this is going to be scrap, thrown away, but what we're going to do is keep it for now. We're going to need the numbers for the NOx report when we change them over. So really focus on this, spring out, this is going to be clean, reused, and then put my hand inside, give it a good pull, and you can see this comes out, spring retainer. Not sure what this is called, but the index arm slides on this, and the way this basically works is this plunger sits in here, and as this turns, it's going to change the position of how much fuel goes in. And the way this turns is these gears attach onto gears here, and as that moves back and forth, controlled by the governor, it's changing your fuel in. So I'll leave that there. That's in the pile to be cleaned. In here then, all done. So next up, I can take this index arm out and I can fix it on the bench. So M4 screw in the top here, and that's just going to aid the removal. Circlip pliers, small circlip comes out, that's in the pile, parts to put back later. And if you just get a small set of pliers or something underneath the head, and that's going to help you pull that out. There's no ring on here, we're going to want to take that off, and that's going to be replaced with the kit. But I'll go now fix it on the bench. We'll take the top off, take the barrel out, and we've just got the baffle screws here, and then it's going to be pulling on. So I forgot to say we need to pull this out. That's in the pile of parts to be cleaned. And then this marker here, if you want to, you can take it off. There's no need to do it. We can clean up this face pretty good with that on. So, and as I said, I've got 16 to do, so I'm going to leave it on. It's not going to make any difference. But yeah, O-ring on here. We can take that off with this small screwdriver. Usually you have to break them off because they go quite hard. You'll see now. Either that or I'll cut my finger off. behaving itself. There we go, it's cut. So we got that. That needs to be cleaned as well, so that's in the pile of parts to be cleaned. But onto this main body now. Okay, so you can see I've fixed the pump here through our fixture table. It's got all these holes, and I've just put the bolts up, big washer underneath to support that. And before you start tacking these heads, what you want to do is get a little pick like this, small screwdriver, and just clean out anything. Make sure you can get the Allen key in as deep as possible for full engagement. Last thing you want is to be rounding these off. But we've got some plenty of spares on board actually, should that happen. But yeah, there's no reason for these to be rounded off if you clean out the bottoms properly, get any gunk out. So I'm going to do that first, and then we'll start attacking these. As you can see, I've lifted the lid off there, and we've got the pressure holding valves inside, so don't want to lose these or the springs. That's got the spring underneath. Put them safety parts to be washed, and you can see the O-ring's missing from here, so I'm hoping it's stuck underneath here. Yeah, it is. Pull that off. That's garbage, so yeah, that's another part ready to be cleaned. So I'm just going to crack off these baffle screws, and then I can unbolt it from the table and push the barrel out. See, that's a sacrificial screw. There should be cavitation in there. See, there's a little bit of wear, but it's really minimal. It seems that this has really done its job, and that's why we've got the cavitation on the plunger, and that's purely down to the design of the pump. But I'll take out the other side now. Remember this washer to go back in as well, and these are Loctited in, so they need a bit of a hammer just to get them cracked off. I think they're torqued up then 150 Newton meters, so not the loosest things. Just taking the holding bolts out the pump there now. I'm going to tip it over and push this barrel out. And again, this here's going to be scrap, but we'll keep it for now. Take the numbers for the NOx report. And then when we insert the new barrel and plunger, take the numbers off them so we can report what's been changed in it. The final thing to remove then before I forget is there's one seal inside. Take note of the way it goes. It's got the spring facing up. Just hang it there. Sometimes they're a bit difficult to cut, so put the screws on. That's going to be replaced in the kit as well. Okay guys, so that's the pump stripped down. Next part then is to just clean everything. It needs to be immaculately clean before you put it back together. What I'm going to do is I've got these parts here I've collected, get that angle right, and these are all going to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. The pump body itself, I'm going to clean that by hand just with diesel oil. Reason for that is the chemical we have in the ultrasonic at the moment will eat away at aluminium, and the identification plate on the pump is aluminium, and I've seen it before where they've come out and that plate's disappeared completely. So that's going to be done by hand. These in the ultrasonic, rinse with diesel afterwards. Smaller parts that will fall through the mesh in the ultrasonic, they're going to be done by hand as well. as I mentioned, we're going to be fitting a new plunger and barrel. If you're planning on refitting your plunger and barrel, remember they're a match set. You cannot put this plunger in another barrel or use this barrel with another. Yeah, you know what I mean. They're matched together. So if you are planning to reuse them, if there's nothing wrong with them, then obviously keep them together. The other parts, I suppose they are interchangeable, but for good practice, it's better to keep all the parts in one pump together. And that's what we're going to be doing in this case. But yeah, the strip down's the easy bit, the putting it back together, that's the bit that takes a bit more skill and knowledge, if you like. So hopefully that'll be a bit more interesting. But if you found this video informative, please give me a like and subscribe. Thank you.